Hey creator, have you ever used the word spam or maybe a YouTube scam and not really know what you're talking about? Yeah, me too. But I was curious to find out what the heck spam and scam is. YouTube tells us all the time that they're doing their best to clean up the platform, but is that true? Right now, are there presently YouTube spam and scams on YouTube that you and I could fall victim to? You're not gonna believe what I found out. Hey creator, I'm Ian Corzine, your social media lawyer, and on this channel we talk all things social media law. Today we're taking a deep dive into the secret world of YouTube spam and scams, and I gotta tell you, it's pretty crazy what I found out. Before we go into the dirty details of YouTube spam and scams, I wanted to define our terms. How does YouTube define spam and scam? For that, we have to go to the YouTube community guidelines. According to YouTube, spam is content that is excessively posted, repetitive or untargeted, and does one or more of the following. Promises viewers they'll see something but instead directs them off the site, gets clicks, views, or traffic off YouTube by promising viewers that they'll make money fast, sends audiences to sites that spread malware, try to gather personal information, or other sites that have a negative impact. So if you find yourself repeatedly posting to YouTube either comments or video, and you're trying to get them off the platform, or you're trying to lead them to a get-rich scheme, or you're trying to get them to download malware, you are a spammer and you might be taken off YouTube. I say might because there are still spammers and scammers on YouTube. I know, I found them. We're gonna get to that in a moment, but first, let's look at YouTube's definition of scam. A scam is content offering cash gifts, get-rich-quick schemes, or pyramid schemes, sending money without a tangible product in a pyramid structure. YouTube's definition of scam is actually quite narrow. In fact, I believe it's under-inclusive. It doesn't take into account some of the stuff I saw on YouTube when I took a deep dive into YouTube spam and scams. We'll get to that in a minute, but first I want to give you a little bit of background on the term spam. You know, spam, the way we use it today, comes from an old Monty Python skit. In the skit, there was a restaurant and there was these restaurant goers, and every single menu item included spam. People way back in the 1980s began to use the term spam to refer to people who got email. With each email, you got a helping of fake messages. Over time, society's definition of spam got broader. Now people understand spam as any media that's design is to trick you into buying something of little value or giving up your personal information. In other words, spam became scam. Every spam necessarily implies the existence of a scam. I got this information that not a lot of people know about by spending way too much time on YouTube. This last week, I've had a lot of time in my hands. Help me. It surprised me that trying to find real live YouTube spam and scams on the platform was actually harder than I thought. But when I did find it, I also was surprised by the fact that these scammers, these spammers, are much more bold and obvious than I ever would have imagined. I mean, don't these guys understand they can get in some real trouble for this? And I don't just mean like copyright strikes or a termination of their channel. I mean real trouble with the law. The Justice Department can charge you with wire fraud, extortion, racketeering, anytime you're trying to pull off a YouTube scam. So this is serious business, and if they prove that you are in fact guilty of fraud, you're going to jail. But I guess they're willing to risk it. I know they are there on the platform right now, and the worst part is that you or I could fall victim to one of these scams. All right, let's make sure that doesn't happen. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you the knowledge that I learned from my hours, many hours on YouTube, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the scams that are on the platform right now, and I'm going to explain to you how they work so that you don't get caught in the trap. Here's spam scam number one. This guy has been reported over and over for excessive comments, putting too many of the same comments on a lot of new YouTubers' channels. But this guy is still in business today. Part of me wondered, how can this guy be in business? I mean, can you make serious money pulling scams on YouTube? The New York Times reported that spam still exists today because it costs so little to run the spam scam. With a conversion rate like 0.00001%, you still can make money selling cheap watches or fake body enhancement aids or cheap software online. These guys can still make a profit even though their conversion rate is minuscule. As I mentioned before, with spam usually comes scam. And these spam scams are kind of like a cheap mousetrap that's waiting to snap up on an unsuspecting viewer, and that's exactly what I found when I did my spam scam investigation. If you open up an incognito browser window and you type into the YouTube search bar, Zimmer track sub to me, you're gonna find a very interesting YouTube channel. It has 15 uploads, but no videos. But there is a community discussion, and you see from this that most people in the community believe that Zimmer is a scammer. We know nothing about the channel except that it originates in Malaysia. It looks like Zimmer is giving us non-copyright music. All right, that's nice of him. I would judge that this type of music is electronic, maybe it's meditation music, something like that. All right, let's click on one. This one by, I guess, Atomic, I don't know who that is, called Alone, has 109,000 views. Let's listen to that one. Actually, this is not the song Alone by Atomic. I put in some royalty-free music. If I had played the actual song that you get when you click on this thumbnail, then I would have fallen squarely into Zimmer's trap. Do you know what that is? What that is the old copyright con. You see, Zimmer uploads some cool sounding music to his channel. He says that it's non-copyright. He's trying to lead us to believe that it's royalty-free and that you could freely use this music on your own YouTube videos. But there's a catch. If you do download his videos and download his music and use it on your YouTube videos, then YouTube is gonna find out through the Content ID tool. And when they do, they're gonna alert Zimmer that you're using the music that he has on his channel, which he's led you to believe is for free, and he's gonna file a copyright claim on you, or worse, possibly file a DMCA takedown notice and cause you to get a copyright strike. Then what he's gonna do is he's gonna contact you and he's gonna say, listen, unless you pay me 5, 10 Bitcoin or whatever, I'm not gonna release this DMCA takedown notice and you're gonna have a copyright strike on your channel. There's one thing that's really unique about this scam, and that is when you compare the actual features of the scam to the rules against spam and scams on YouTube. Think back to YouTube's definition of spam or scams. Basically, they're excessive posts, whether they be comments or video, that may cause a viewer to go off the platform, to fall for a get-rich scheme, or possibly download malware. If you compare that definition to Zimmer's scam, it appears that Zimmer is technically not violating the YouTube scam or spam rules. I mean, think about it. Zimmer is not telling us to download his videos or his music. If you did, it's a violation of the YouTube terms of service anyway. But some people are gonna download it, and when they do, Zimmer's not telling him to go off the platform, or he's not leading him to a get-rich scheme. He's just gonna try to extort some sort of payment for him to release a copyright strike or a copyright claim. So while it's not a technical violation of the YouTube spam or scam rules, it is a scam, it is fraud, and he's gotta be stopped. I've reported him. Now let's move on to the next YouTube spam scam I uncovered. If you thought that Zimmer was crafty, check out this guy. Start up a fresh incognito browser window and type into the YouTube search box Tyler W. If you scroll down, you're gonna find a channel that's just called Tyler. Click on it and then you're gonna see the Tyler channel. All right, looks like just a normal channel. There's a picture of a guy and he's got 3 videos. If you click on the first one, you'll hear a voice introducing himself as Tyler and teaching viewers about how to get views.
Hey guys, my name is Tyler and welcome back to a brand new video. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get your videos suggested on YouTube and in turn, grow your YouTube channel.
Even though this channel is called Tyler, you'll see in the background in this video, Tyler W, which was the original search term we used. If you go back to search again for Tyler W, you're gonna find another channel and it's called Tyler W. Both the Tyler and the Tyler W channels have the same channel icons. Now the Tyler W channel has just one video, and it's the same video that we saw in the Tyler channel, except for it has some misspellings. How I get thousands of woos a day. Now, if you go back on the Tyler channel and click on the channels tab, you'll see that Tyler is promoting another channel called Tyler Second. If you click on the Tyler Second channel, also with the same channel icon as Tyler and Tyler W, you'll find a channel with 4,200 subscribers and no videos. What is going on here? What scam is Tyler trying to pull off? Tyler is pulling off the mother and child con. In this scam, the YouTube user creates multiple similar accounts uses the same channel icon to confuse the viewer, and includes the same videos on each of the channels, on many of the channels. Then the scammer uses software he bought off the black market to spam the accounts of new YouTubers with comments just like these. Tyler is attempting to create a quid pro quo situation. In his comments, he's trying to guilt the new YouTuber into subbing to his channel. When that new YouTuber believes that the guy's a nice guy and subs to his channel, he's artificially building his accounts with no substance, very few videos on these accounts. Even if the new subscriber or just a random viewer watches one of Tyler's videos, he's still trying to trick them. If you go in the description section of this particular video, you're gonna see a link to a giveaway. If you click on this link, that takes you to one of Tyler's other channels, in this case, Tyler Second. You may be asking yourself, what is his game? Why is Tyler creating multiple accounts and trying to get a large amount of subscribers per account when there's very little content in his channels? Well, we can never know for sure because we don't have the minds of a scammer, but we think that the reason for doing the mother and child con just refers to a mother account with all sorts of child YouTube accounts, but the reason for it is similar to the reason for spam in general. And that is, it doesn't cost that much to run a mother and child con on YouTube. You get multiple accounts with large amounts of subscribers, and those accounts have value on the black market. It is entirely against the YouTube terms of service to sell your YouTube account, but people do on the black market to unsuspecting buyers who don't understand the concept that an account with subscribers doesn't mean that they're actually gonna get views, because those subscribers are just random subscribers. But people still do buy accounts with subscribers pre-built in. And so what these scammers, I guess, think is that if they build these accounts with larger amounts of subscribers, they can sell them for big money. You may be also asking yourself, how is this Tyler guy still on YouTube? If you do a search, you're gonna find other YouTube videos besides mine that talk about this Tyler scandal. So how is it that YouTube is allowing him to continue to do what he does? And the answer to that question, I believe, stems back to the original definition of spam and scam on YouTube. Is Tyler repetitively posting? Well, there is evidence that he's putting lots of comments on new YouTubers' channels, and a lot of them are the same. So maybe he's a repetitive content poster, but is he taking people off site? Is he promising that they're going to get rich with some sort of scheme? Is he infecting them with malware? The answer is no. So again, we have a situation where it appears that Tyler is technically not in violation of the YouTube rules against spam and scams. But we all know that Tyler is pulling off a scam. Hopefully this video will cause YouTube to rethink their rules on spam and scam and redraft those rules so that they can be more responsive to what's really going on YouTube right now. Now let's move on to discuss another big scam that I believe exists on YouTube right now, and that is in the area of fair use. A lot of YouTubers are trying to convince other YouTubers that it's okay to post copyrighted content in their videos without the permission of the original copyright holder. This can be true, but only in the case that I describe in this video. As always, as you watch, I will be here responding to all your social media law questions at iancorzine.com.